wanted to put up some Magic the Gathering content, Magic the Gathering Arena content, as this is where I usually do most of my playing, aside from collecting packs and still building decks outside of the game. But I also love ripping packs on this app, and of course playing in my ranked matches. Currently running a Swamp Plain deck for standard ranked. So let's just get into a game here, see what happens. My deck is usually does a lot of exile, +1/+1 counters, lifelink, as well as cost of life to cast spells. Although just plain, I've been working on this deck for quite some time. I still think I need to tweak this deck. Okay, that did take a while to find a game, but I did end up finding one. Okay, I do have a Scoured Barrens. I do like having that. At least one. I do have a land and some creatures. I got a Borog Banemaker. That's pretty awesome. Okay, let's go in. Okay, going in with... Actually, this land enters tapped. That's awesome. I have two that give me both a plain and a... Let's go ahead and go with Scoured Barrens, because I do get a +1. I like to start off with more than your base life. And cast an instant for 3. Ouch. I can describe one card on the bottom. Borog Banemaker. He's very low cost and he has Death Touch. And he can activate at the beginning of my upkeep. I can add a +1/+1 counter on him. That's pretty awesome. -2. I believe I'll be able to kill him with Moment of Craving. So let me go ahead and do that. Hope I don't regret this, because it does have Trample. Yes, I was able to bring him down to 0. Let's see if I can attack. So activating his ability does come at a cost. I wasn't able to do it there. I do believe it comes at 1 mana, so yeah. If I have 1 mana to cast, or 1 mana to use, I can add a +1/+1 counter on Banemaker. He's coming in with a 2/1 Goblin. Coming in with 3/4 and has First Strike. Nice. We're gonna move this a little bit down. There we go. That's gonna work better. Yeah, I'm gonna use Urzov Guildgate. I'll get a white and a black on my next round, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast Giada, the Front of Hope. I think I'm going to save it for the next round, because I don't want to get... If he blocks with his token creature, it'll just... I don't think it'll be really worth it. And what is this? He is running an enchantment on the side. It's Start Your Engines. Wow, he's able to put up some heavy creatures. Just a few rounds. Hopefully I'll be able to use Mortify, which I can cast out some of these creatures. And yes, I can. This is the cost of 3 mana, while this is also 3 mana. This is where I can also use a pacify. It would be really helpful. And let's go in for the attack now. I like that Giada comes with Vigilance, which means after the attack she does not tap. Okay, I'm just gonna block the 1, so I'm gonna take 3. Okay. Let's get rid of some more creatures. This is gonna get really frustrating for the character. But I am kind of lucky that I am getting a lot for banishing. And let's go in. This can get really frustrating because I'm not allowing him to really create any systems. Although he has been able to keep up with me each round. But I have Mortify, which I can also cast, and that's gonna just keep his board wiped. Let me go ahead and cast Inspiring Overseer. I get a life and I get to draw a card. And because he is an angel creature, I do get to... I'm going to go ahead and not attack. He does get a +1. For every angel that comes in, I believe... Every angel we control, it gets a +1/+1 counter. So that's awesome. If I can drop more angels... coming in with a 3/3. Nah, no blocks. I'm not going to block that. Take the land. And sorry, man. We're just going to have to keep doing this because I have the Mortifies to do it with. This ability, when a creature dies, you may exile it and collect evidence. If you do return this card to the battlefield, it comes back tapped. So I think he's going to be able to bring back a card from his graveyard. And he brought back a 3/3. I'm going to go ahead and swing in for my 5. I'll be able to use Mortify again the next round. That's just gonna, the pace is pretty relentless here. Only because I think I've got 2 of those cards with my starting hand. I'll go ahead and take the 3. I can take it. We're going to Mortify. I mean, I could drop another angel. Let me do that. We're gonna get +1/+1. Yeah, I'll be right there. You need to leave right now? Yeah. Was able to drop Mortify as well. And that's going to be really frustrating. It's 2 damage. Okay, so he's going to get... Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, this might actually help me because I'm just going to return it to the battlefield. And it's going to be an angel creature, so it should be able to buff as well. Yeah, that's awesome. So I brought him down to 1. He's down 4/6. And of course, Giada should be ready for attack on the next round. Let's go ahead and do that. Just kind of salt on the wound here. Alright, completely not necessary, but did pull out the W. Awesome. Let's see our next game. Sweet. Hopefully soon I'll be able to rip some packs on here. Alright, let's go into game number 2. Last game started out pretty rough. But I got lucky with a lot of exile and banish with mortifies, and I was finally pulling angels to do my +1/+1 buffs. All right, so got Borog Baymaker again. He's like one of my favorite. I want to pull a Borog Baymaker from the Secret of Strixhaven set. Hopefully, will do. Ajani's Pridemate. I'm just not pulling a lot of lands. I just have one plane, whatever. This could destroy me, but if I don't pull lands, well, this will just be a throwaway game. Yeah, this is already pretty tough. But luckily, it's a Hinterland Sanctifier. Oops. Which only costs exactly that mana, so I got lucky. But still, on my next round, I need to pull land. Shoot. This is not good. Not good, not good, not good. And whatever, I'll come in for 1. He can defend, so... on my next round, I'm going to have to discard a card. That sucks. Unless it's a land. Sweet. Scoured Barrens, hell yes. Gives me a life, and let me come in for an attack again. I'm not sure what enchantment my opponent is running. This is Greenhouse. I think it just adds more green to his mana pool. Okay, not out of the woods yet. Finally, I am pulling lands. Amazing. Let's go with... I mean, it's a 0/2. It's just a blocker. Borog Baymaker. Let's go. Ajani's Pridemate. We'll take it. And a lot of these cards are just going to give me life. Yeah, so awesome. It's a good start. It's just a blocker. Yeah, I'm gonna save until next round. But both Ajani's Pridemate puts a +1/+1 and gains life as I'm adding more creatures. So the system I'm running now is a lot of gain life. I think my opponent's trying to run a landfall. Or a form of a landfall. This greenhouse, when you unlock this door, mill 4 cards, then return up 2 permanent cards. Okay, this also allows him to add preferred cards to his hand, which is also very beneficial. Badass. I'm getting the lands that I need now. I can set up something really awesome. So, let's see what my options are here. I can choose one. Target player discards 2 cards. I could do this. I can discard the 2 cards that he just got. Now, let me stick to what I know. I'm going to attack anyways. Let me Mortify. I'm going to exile this creature. And I'm going to come in for the full attack. So that was pretty devastating. Whatever system he's trying to put up, it's going to be harder if he doesn't have creatures on the board. I could have also cast out his enchantment, but maybe I should have. Because it's still ongoing. Greenhouse. Oh, he's dropping Moreland, which is direct attack to me. think I might do a fake your own death. That's a 6/5. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and cast out Skeleton Archer. It's going to deal damage to Morlund for 1, which will turn him into a 5/5. You know what? That's really not going to help me, though. Actually, let's do this. Oops, I'm on the clock. Let's activate this ability. He becomes a 2/2. I'm going to throw out Fake Your Own Death. And I'm going to add it to... Yeah, because I don't want him to kill my Banemaker. Let's add it to Banemaker, and it makes him indestructible. I don't think he might defend, but not against Banemaker. He's going to take out my Ajani's Pride. Alright, an acceptable loss. It was a big swing. Morlund is a pretty strong character. Comes with lifelink. Oh, he's throwing out Kraven's Last Hunt. Throwing out a Saga. I believe it's a Saga. Okay. Yeah, he's putting together some moves here. We're pretty much even now when it comes to life. Oh, not anymore. I have no exile. I'm gonna have him discard 2 cards. I know he pulled when he milled, he pulled cards that he liked. Well, he's gonna have to discard them. Or discard whatever other cards he has in his hand. And no attacks. I'm gonna need at least some kind of defender in the next round. If I can pull a Mortify, I will get rid of Morlund. He's pulling out some big cards. Shoot. He's coming in with 8. I'll block. Probably not gonna make it out of this one. Now I pulled a land. Best I can do here. This is a 4/4 Angel with Vigilance. Yeah, that's all I got. At least as a blocker to survive another round. And my opponent's at 36 life. That's pretty significant. Superior Spider-Man. He's pulling a lot of cards from the Spider-Man set. It's pretty cool. He's coming in with Morlund. He's coming in with 6. You know what? I'm not gonna block. I'm gonna see if I can pull a card. Oh, I messed up. He had the character has Vigilance. Yeah, either way, I'm not pulling the cards that I need for this. Yep, I'll take it. High Society Hunter. Yeah, at this point I just need blockers. You know what? He has no flyers, so we cannot defend this. That's to have vigilance unless what did he just do? He gave it flying. Nice, nice, and he destroyed the card. Nice one. Awesome. I get to draw a card. But either way, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the next round. Good game, good game. And he really didn't allow me to set up any kind of systems. Look at this guy, he is going now. the Spider-Man set is so good. No blocks. Alright, let's see our third unit. See if we pull out any luck. No, don't go down a bronze. Alright. Alright, let's go in for game number 3. I was pummeled on that last round. Really wasn't pulling any lands. At least enough for the systems that I'm trying to run. But that's why I need to take my deck back. And I need to find maybe some lower costing cards. For, early in the game. So here I'm pulling 2 plain lands. Alright, let's use it. Let's see what happens. So, coming in with a swamp. This card's a cost. There we go. I have 1 Banishing Light. That's going to come in useful. The low-cost cards that are instants is something I need to start including more into my deck. I think would help really early in the rounds. Here we go. Score Barons. Alright, it's probably going to come in for 2. I can take it since I added a life right now. And it's putting an artifact on it. I'm gonna have to take the 3. This adds, right? Yes, it's a +2. I don't want to do that. And made him a token too. Alright, my opponent's already starting out pretty well. I mean, I do have. Let's go ahead and use Bake into a Pie, which I can destroy target creature and it creates a food token for me that can give me life. And I'm gonna get rid of this creature. And I'm gonna have to pass after that. So that was helpful, and I still have my Banishing Light that I can use if he's still able to kind of tee off with characters or creatures. Coming with a 1/4 Enigma Drake. And he's equipping it. Nice. I may have to banish. I'm gonna use Banishing Light. Don't want him to set off until I have enough to get creatures of my own. But if I don't have enough to banish or exile, I could run into the same problem. I think I'm going to have him discard 2 cards. Using Shredder's Revenge. In a way, Shredder's Revenge is another way of banish and exile, because he just has to banish them from his hand. Okay, Inspiring Overseer, I get to draw a card and I get a life. Ooh, it's my old buddy, Burrog Banemaker. Let's go. I was hoping I could pull a land on that draw, but maybe I'll get it next time. Either way, I got 2 creatures on the board. 1 with death touch, so that helps. I should sacrifice my token on my next round. That gives me 3 life. Yes, it does. If I sacrifice my food token. Okay, he destroyed Overseer. I think the Baymaker would have been a better choice to get rid of. No, I'm gonna do Fake Your Own Death on Baymaker. And when it dies, I can return him to the battlefield tapped. That's really awesome. And he gets a 2-0 buff right now. Let's do it. I'll go ahead and sacrifice his food. And let's go with... Came in with 3. Oh, Deduce. That's also from... I believe it's also Secrets from Strixhaven. Oh no, I think it's from... Karlach Manor. Oh, he threw in... He has protection from Hex, I think. Oh, he has Ward. Oh, and he got rid of my Baymaker. Okay, not fun. Not fun. -2. I mean, I can use it just to not take as much damage. But yeah, let me do what I can. My back is up against the wall here. Oh. Let's see if I can auto pay. Yep, brought him down to 4-4. And he goes back to 6. Never mind. He has protection against Ward. Damn it. I messed up on that one. Alright, I gotta take the 6. Here we go. Sorry, my friend. We are going to pacify. Got it. Because of his ward, I did have to pay some more mana. Luckily, I did have it in my mana pool. Nice. Okay, this can turn things around. Ooh, Fumigate. That's kind of a Great Glass for emergency kind of card. I'm going to go in with Elenda, Saint of Dusk. Comes in with Lifelink and Hexproof and Menace. And is a 4-4. Oof. So coming in with Fumigate, let me go ahead and go in with... Let's go ahead and enchant Elenda. I'm going to make her an 8-8. Still has... has lifelink and still has hex protection. He's not going to be able to defend at all. Brings him down to 9. Oh, nice. I think whenever Elena does damage, also gets a buff. Okay, got a 6-6. If I can get a banish card, I may have this game in the bag. Okay. And another 5-5. Wow. Wow. Okay, I just need... I gotta banish something. Or I can Fumigate. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Yeah, a really good game. This is a lot of back and forth. And that's because I'm not even sure if I still have this in the bag. But I don't think he's gonna be able to defend. Go ahead and throw in High Society Hunter. And I'm gonna come in for 9. And I got it. Woo! That was an awesome game. Good job. Really good job. I needed that victory since I lost the last one. I keep my silver standing. Yes. And I think I have some packs to open, so let's go ahead and do that. And I think I might call it for this first video for Magic the Gathering Arena. Let's see what packs I have. Let's see what we pull. Oh, and I unlocked an achievement. God, that was a great game. I didn't think I had that one. I thought I was going to lose it. So let me claim and packs. Cool, I got a superheroes. Let's see what we got. Let's see this one here. Agent Maria Hill. Need to move myself this way. Comes tapped to pay a teamwork cost. +1/+1 counter. Okay. I use +1s. Crowd of the True Believers. I have not pulled any of these in any of the packs that I actually have. When this is tapped, target you control that's attacking alone gets a +1 counter until the end of the turn, and you gain 1 life. I may want to put in Crowd of True Believers into my deck. Agents of Shield. It's a 2/4 creature, strong blocker. Let's see what our card is here. Agent Phil Coulson, hell yeah. Low cost, 2/2 with vigilance. When this is tapped, you can put a +1/+1 counter on each other hero you control. Okay, definitely need to put in Agent Phil Coulson into my deck. And I think that's all we have. All right, let's go on to the next pack. Secrets of Strixhaven. Oh, this one looks cool. The Locust Spray. Target creature is -1 until end of turn. This is a good... You may pay the cycling cost to discard this card and draw a card. Nice. And it costs only 1 more swamp to do that. I may also include my Locust Spray. That's pretty awesome. Foolish Fate. This is an instant, which maybe I should include more of into the deck that I'm currently using. Destroy target creature. Fusion. If you've gained life this turn, that creature loses 3 life. That is awesome. That is awesome, because I do have a lot of gain life in my deck. And I think for the deck that I'm running, that's all that I can use mana-wise. Here's Rancorous Archaic. This has Trample and Reach. It's expensive though, it's a cost of 5 mana. And we have a rare wild card. Alrighty then. Let's go back. Already played a good 3 games, 2 for 1 on that one. Pretty awesome. I'll be back with some more Arena. Really just wanted to test out how this would sound, how it would look. But this is pretty awesome. Playing off of my phone, I do get a lot of ability to kind of control the video. But thank you guys for watching. Be back with some more Magic content, whether it be Magic Gathering Arena or actually opening real packs and looking at decks that I am making. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.